I stopped smoking.
You stopped smoking?
Pretty much.
For real?
I'm not gonna lie. I smoked a spliff the other day though.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You be sneaking.
Snuck back up in there. Yeah. I got a weed pen, so if I ever need to get a little high to go to bed, just rely on the weed pen.
So really, you didn't stop.
The whole time I was on that vacation for a month, I had the weed pen, and that was it. And then I got back, and I've been good. But then Saturday night, I was just like, you know what? Let me fuck with this spliff.
From the sounds of it, well, I just calculated. When did you stop?
Well, I don't count the weed pen. Let me be real with you, because one thing I've realized through all this,
higher than weed though.
Sorta. Sometimes depends how you hit it.
It's weed. You just let's say it again. What is called the what?
The weed pen.
The weed pen.
Yeah. I don't count it because for me, one thing I've realized is that the tobacco addiction was more of a thing than the weed addiction, in the sense that I think that the tobacco and how that made me kind of slumped and sort of, I don't know. I feel like the tobacco was, if anything, like a little bit more powerful than the weed, and that is really the thing that I'm happy to have mostly eliminated. I have a hair in my mouth.
Stop eating that ass, man. Yeah, your booty hole brown.
My booty hole brown. I don't think my girl has hair on her ass. I'm still trying to get it out. Maybe it's a tiny little minuscule skinny hair. So now I'm realizing that this is the kind of interview that you're going to make me do, because you right before I sat down, you're like, don't ask me about any street shit.
No, I ain't say street shit.
And now you're high as hell.
Relevant shit like that's just not just.
Yeah, but the thing you claim that
we
you said,
good though, we ain't.
I'm not saying that you're being a fucking dictator here or anything, but the thing that you brought up was like a past affiliate of yours who sort of ran his mouth about you in a recent interview. You don't want to clap back at him? Clap
back? Like what you mean?
Verbally?
Clap back. My definition of clap back is totally different from yours.
Verbally clap back. Not
what is that gonna get me?
I mean, if he had his say about you, don't you want to have your say about him, or at least correct the record?
My mama always taught me the best reaction is no reaction.
That doesn't seem like it's really been much of a thing in the drill community. A lot of reactions.
That's the drill, but as my own man, you know what I'm saying? I don't be paying attention to that shit, bro. I got so much shit going on.
Well, let's just see what happens if I just say what I'm referring to. Billionaire Black did a DJU interview, and he kind of shaded you, and basically he actually said at one point that you never did anything for him or your family, and then he said that he saw you in Vegas, but he kept it pushing. He didn't try to engage.
He said I ain't never did enough for who? My family?
For him or your family?
First of all, I don't even really he don't even know me.
So you weren't super tight back in the day or anything?
You don't like on some 100 shit, being that Black was cool, you know what I'm saying? But it was always when I met up with him, it was always like a mutual thing. I was with another person.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? It was never call Billionaire, I'm finna link with Billionaire. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was never like that type of relationship. But I don't pay attention to that shit, what people say, bro. Especially saying something like that, I know you don't know what you're talking about. So it's it's no reason for me to respond to that type of shit. Take care of all my family.
Did you already know that he had an issue with you prior to this interview clip coming out?
What? An issue?
Yeah,
it was some little goofy shit went on, but that shit light, bro.
Okay. Because he mentioned seeing you in Vegas. Was Yella the intermediary for seeing each other?
Yeah, Yella was there. Yella the what? I linked with Yella, like I say. I linked with Yella, and he was with Billionaire. You feel me?
Okay.
But he was with a couple of his homies. Shit, it wasn't none. We ate food. And we went on about our day.
You didn't really talk to him or anything, though? You weren't thinking about it?
No, it wasn't nothing really to talk about. Everything was said, already on the internet. We had our talk on the internet, on live, publicly.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody kind of know what happened with that.
Right.
Yeah.
So to you, it's nothing.
It ain't nothing to me, bro.
Is it just because this situation is small, or is it because you're just at a place in your life where you're not really trying to be doing all this back and forth with people?
It's not that it's kind of like, yeah, it's like, come on, bro. I ain't thinking about that shit, bro. I got investments and shit. I got to make sure I stay on and make sure my money flowing. If that shit ain't getting me no check, I ain't finna be putting no energy into that shit like that, bro.
It is wild, though, if you think, rewind the clock like 10, 12 years, there was like this time period where all these dudes from Chicago just come out and start making waves off of basically making music, dissing each other. And now, obviously, there is like a new generation of kids coming out doing the same thing. A lot of people from back in the day doing the same thing. But then you also have a lot of people who basically either didn't make it in music or their music career is kind of small, but they're kind of trying to build a name off having a YouTube channel or, doing interviews or whatever, dissing people and sort of just stirring shit up. In some cases, even talking about who killed who, stuff that isn't even public, etc. How do you feel about that development?
Honestly, it been like this.
Yeah.
It's been like this for years, bro. Like, this shit ain't nothing new. It's just, like, honestly, it was worse back then. This shit, like, it's the same shit to me, like, what I'm seeing. That's all. It ain't nothing.
You still watch all this shit? You still invested in it?
I watch music. I always watch Chicago music. I'm big on Chicago music. Honestly, I barely even listen to the big industry rappers and shit like that. I listen to some of them, but I be listening to Chicago music. Who want to come up, just listen. I like to see that shit. See who coming with that heat from the rack.
You mostly interested in the street stuff, though, or you listen to everything?
Nah, I listen to everything. I listen to R&B. I like old school music. Shit, I like rap, drill, reggae. I like all music.
Are there people popping out of Chicago making non-drill music? But
honestly,
I'm just not really
don't
catching
think so.
it.
Everybody from Chicago, like, majority of the people from Chicago, they rapping. You feel me? Doing the drill thing. I haven't really seen no, like, different type of super styles. You know what I'm saying? That just be like, damn. That's. Nah, matter of fact, I just posted this guy the other day. I forgot his name. He be on that type of time.
What? Just more artistic with it?
Yeah. He like an artist. He be on some singing type shit. But that shit hard though.
There's like a long history of so many unique artists coming out of Chicago, but it's been a while since we really seen somebody come up. I always look at Cole Bennett, and he's a genius regardless of how you think of it. But the fact that he came up in Chicago, built a business off of hip hop in Chicago, but never really went into doing any kind of street related stuff at all, any drill stuff at all. Like, granted, now he's had some drill rappers like on his platform, but like, not in a sense of them talking about anything like that at all.
Well, sometimes it's just, you got to understand, it's like, it is his platform. You know what I'm saying? He can he get to choose if he want to deny this person or that person. If he feel like it'll jeopardize him, or I don't know, or he just don't like that type of shit, that's his preference, like. But I haven't seen no street shit neither though. But I don't know, shit. He like what he like, shit. I guess.
Yeah, it would have just been an easy route for him. I mean, it kind of fell on our laps to just end up talking to a lot of different street rappers.
But it seemed like the route he did take kind of got him way bigger, you know what I'm saying? Because honestly, it's bigger than just the street shit. It's like, look where he'd shoot videos for Eminem and shit.
Exactly.
And, like, ain't no looking back after that. Like, it's just like.
I mean, I guess Juice WRLD, really, you got to point at him as like the last great talent that came out of Chicago in terms of doing something that wasn't really street related, especially. I don't know who's going to come out that'll even hold anywhere near a candle to that.
Yeah, dog.
But you think that was that shit really cracking in Chicago, like when it came out? You think like the average kid in Chicago was loving Juice WRLD?
Or Juice WRLD?
Yeah.
Yeah, Juice WRLD was hot. Like, I used to listen to Juice WRLD. Shit, hell yeah.
Drill fans were like taking a little break to tap in with him.
They like that shit. Everybody like Juice WRLD. The numbers speak for itself. Shit,
Yeah,
everybody love that shit. One thing about Chicago, if you coming up in Chicago, everybody gonna support you. Chicago gonna support.
That's a fact. Just to finish up this narrative, though, I have it in my notes that you told Billionaire Black he was a rat at one point. You really think that?
What?
The Billionaire
He a rat?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we doubling back. We ain't got to double back. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep. You gonna trip forward, looking backwards.
How the fuck is that an answer to what I just asked you?
You gotta pick up what I'm putting down.
You got to double back. I don't understand.
You gonna trip forward,
Flush it
looking
out.
backwards.
Oh, you mean like literally in the course of this interview, or just in life in general?
Just in life. Yeah.
You a Blazing Doll fan?
I wouldn't say I'm like a fan, but
You see the talent?
she cool. She know how to rap. Yeah, she got some good shit.
Right. I just had her in here the other day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up. Shit, hell yeah.
She was
Gonna
wearing
come up too.
Fabio Foreign's chain.
Who?
Fabio Foreign from New York.
Yeah.
She was rocking his chain. It was kind of
Are they cool?
no, absolutely not. He got his chain took in the rack somehow, and now she's been wearing it, doing all her interviews and stuff. Which I never really seen a girl pushing that kind of time. You know?
Yeah. Like a lot of the females be. That's how they be in the rack, bro. It be like, shit. It's some aggressive females. Like you can hear it in their raps. It's crazy.
I mean, she comes from a crazy ass background as well. You know about her mom and shit?
Nah, I don't know about her mom.
No. I probably shouldn't explain the whole entire situation, but there's a whole thing that kind of makes sense of why she's a street rapper. All right, so you see it. We just hit 500K. And you know what that means? That means you gotta subscribe and get us to 600K because we are dangerously close to 666K. Let's go.